All right, let's dive in. We're headed to Cork, Ireland today.
Sounds lovely.
It is. We've got this really cool newsletter called Love Ireland.
Oh, nice.
It's written by a local. It's
Ah.
full of like insider tips and,
No.
glimpses into the beauty of County Cork and even some Irish food.
I love it.
Yeah.
I always say a local's perspective is just invaluable,
Oh, for sure.
especially for a place as rich in history and culture
Hmm.
as Cork. It's like having a personal guide
Yeah.
unlocking all those hidden gems that tourists might miss.
Exactly. And speaking of insider tips,
Okay.
the newsletter has one that is just genius.
No, I love those.
Patricia O'Hara-Wyckoff recommends
Okay.
packing an extension cord with a power strip
Oh,
for travel.
that's so smart.
I know.
I never thought of that.
It solves the problem of needing multiple adapters and those awkward moments like reaching for far-off outlets in hotel rooms.
Right.
Yeah.
So practical. It's like
Yeah.
they're anticipating those little inconveniences.
Right.
That can really make or break a trip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of exploring, the newsletter talks about County Cork, a region that's basically like stepping into a postcard.
Oh, wow.
Like rolling hills, dramatic coastlines,
Beautiful.
historic sites, and of course the iconic Blarney Stone.
Yes.
I've got to ask, what's the historical significance of Cork itself?
Mm-hmm.
The newsletter calls it the Rebel City,
It does.
which sounds pretty intriguing.
It is fascinating.
Yeah.
Cork's location on the southern coast of Ireland has made it a major port for centuries.
Oh, wow.
And that history of trade and interaction with all these different cultures
Right.
has really contributed to its independent spirit and
Yeah.
rebellious streak.
I see. So it's not just a nickname.
No.
It's woven into the fabric of the city.
Exactly.
Now, the newsletter also touches on a question that I feel like is on every visitor's mind.
Okay.
How do you find the perfect pub in Cork?
That's a tough one.
Right.
Cork has such a vibrant pub scene,
Yeah.
each with its own unique atmosphere.
How about?
You know, what makes a pub perfect is so subjective.
Right.
Do you prefer live traditional music?
Mm-hmm.
A cozy spot for a quiet pint?
Right.
A modern gastropub?
Yeah,
I think part of the fun is discovering what each pub offers.
totally. It's about embracing that local atmosphere
Yes.
and maybe even striking up a conversation with the locals.
Exactly.
And speaking of local flavors,
Okay.
the newsletter mentions something called Irish dating stew.
Irish dating stew.
I know the name alone is captivating,
It certainly piques your curiosity.
doesn't it?
Given what we know about Irish cuisine, I imagine a hearty stew
Oh, yeah.
with lamb or beef,
Probably.
root vegetables,
For sure.
and maybe a touch of Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
But the dating aspect
Yeah.
is a mystery.
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a dish traditionally made to impress a potential partner.
Ooh.
Or perhaps something couples would share on a date night.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Either way, it sounds like a dish with a story to tell.
I agree.
It's a reminder that food is more than just sustenance. It's a window into a culture's history,
Yeah,
traditions,
totally.
even its romantic side.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's making me hungry just thinking about it.
me too.
But before we get too carried away with culinary fantasies,
Okay.
let's move on to the Around the Web section.
All right.
There are some interesting news bites in here.
Let's see what's been happening in Ireland.
Yeah.
I always find those little snippets so fascinating. Oh, for starters, it seems like a luxurious 18th century Georgian country house in Bandon has been named Ireland's most luxurious self-catering property.
Self-catering. I'm guessing that means you cook for yourself.
That's right. Essentially a fully equipped house
Oh, cool.
where you have the freedom to prepare your own meals.
So it sounds like it could be amazing for a big family trip
Oh, absolutely.
or like a getaway with friends.
Yeah, and for a property like this to be deemed the most luxurious, it must have something truly special to offer.
Right?
Perhaps stunning views, antique furnishings,
Yeah.
extensive grounds. It's intriguing to imagine what sets it apart.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, next up in Around the Web, Stormbird.
Oh, no.
Looks like it's making a beeline for Ireland after a recent snowstorm.
Oh, wow.
And there's a weather warning out.
Yikes. Storms can be unpredictable and even dangerous,
Yeah,
especially after heavy snowfall.
definitely.
Hopefully people will heed the warnings and take the necessary precautions.
Let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
On a brighter note, Kilmore Quay in County Wexford has been named one of the top 10 charming villages in Ireland by The Guardian.
Oh, how lovely.
That doesn't surprise me.
Ireland is renowned for its picturesque villages,
Yeah.
each with its own unique character and charm.
For sure.
Kilmore Quay likely has that perfect blend of scenic beauty,
Mm-hmm.
historical significance, and a welcoming atmosphere.
Right.
It's the kind of place that makes you want to slow down,
Yeah,
soak in the simple pleasures of life.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one is for the history buffs. Archaeologists have uncovered a 2,000-year-old fig in Ireland.
Wow.
They believe it came from a Roman trading post, shedding light on ancient trade routes and culinary practices.
It's incredible how such a small discovery
I
can unlock so much information about the past.
It's amazing.
A fig of all things becomes a tangible link to ancient civilizations
Right.
and their interconnectedness. It makes you wonder what other secrets are hidden beneath the Irish soil,
For sure.
just waiting to be unearthed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Switching gears from the ancient to the modern.
Okay.
It seems Ireland's biggest ice rink is coming back for Christmas 2024.
Oh, fun.
I know.
That sounds like a fun, festive activity.
It does.
Ice skating always brings a sense of joy and celebration,
Yeah.
especially during the holidays.
For sure.
It's wonderful that people will have the opportunity to enjoy this tradition once again.
I agree.
Yeah.
Before we move on, the newsletter mentions that County Tyrone is a must-see for its unique blend of ancient history and modern adventures.
Oh, cool. County Tyrone is often overlooked,
Really?
but it's a hidden gem in Northern Ireland.
Interesting.
It has a rich and often turbulent history,
Wow.
coupled with stunning landscapes and a growing reputation for outdoor activities.
Cool.
It's definitely worth adding to the travel itinerary
Yeah.
for those seeking something off the beaten path.
You know, I'm realizing that this newsletter doesn't just give us a taste of Cork.
Right.
It opens up the whole of Ireland.
It does.
And it mentions that there's a premium version with even more in-depth content,
Cool.
regional features, and exclusive insights.
That sounds appealing.
Yeah.
While free content is fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
a premium option often suggests a deeper level of commitment and quality.
Right.
If someone is truly passionate about Ireland and wants to delve deeper,
Yeah.
the premium version could be a valuable investment.
I agree. It could be especially beneficial for people planning trips to specific regions.
Absolutely.
Imagine having a curated guide delivered right to your inbox.
Exactly. It takes the guesswork out of trip planning. Right.
And allows you to discover hidden gems you might otherwise miss.
Yeah.
Plus, you're supporting the creators and their passion for sharing Ireland with the world.
Well said, too. I can't stop thinking about this Irish dating stew.
Oh, me either.
We've danced around it,
We have.
but haven't really explored what it might be.
You're right.
What do you think makes a stew particularly date-worthy?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think it would need to be hearty and satisfying, yet not too heavy or messy.
Right.
Something that creates a sense of warmth and togetherness.
I agree, and perhaps there's an element of surprise.
Ooh.
A unique combination of flavors
Yeah.
that sparks conversation and connection.
Right.
Maybe it incorporates some aphrodisiac ingredients like
Yeah.
oysters or chocolate.
Now you're talking.
Now you're really making me hungry.
Me too.
While we don't have the exact recipe, it's fun to speculate
It is.
based on what we know about Irish cuisine.
Absolutely. It's like a culinary puzzle.
What classic Irish ingredients might we find in this stew?
Right.
Potatoes are a given.
Oh, for sure.
And probably carrots, onions, maybe parsnips.
I think you're spot on with those choices.
Good.
And for herbs and spices,
Okay.
maybe thyme, rosemary,
Mm-hmm.
a touch of parsley for freshness,
Yeah.
perhaps even a pinch of nutmeg or allspice for warmth.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
You're painting a delicious picture.
I am trying.
Now imagine this.
Okay.
We take those traditional ingredients,
Yeah.
but we give them a modern twist.
Oh, I like it.
Maybe we swap out the lamb or beef for a plant-based protein,
Okay.
like lentils or mushrooms.
Interesting.
And instead of a heavy cream base,
Right?
we could use a lighter broth infused with herbs and spices.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
We could even add a touch of sweetness
Oh.
with dried cranberries
Mm-hmm.
or a drizzle of honey.
Nice.
It's all about balancing those traditional Irish flavors with a modern sensibility.
I love that.
This is getting me really excited.
Me too.
It's amazing how a simple mention of Irish dating stew has sparked such a creative culinary journey.
It just goes to show that sometimes the most intriguing discoveries are found in the unexpected corners of life.
Speaking of unexpected discoveries,
Yeah.
this deep dive has certainly been full of them.
It has. We've journeyed from the bustling city of Cork
Mm-hmm.
to the serene landscapes of County Cork,
Yeah.
from ancient figs to modern ice rinks.
And we've explored the fascinating world of Irish cuisine
Yes,
and even concocted our own modern take on a mysterious dating stew.
we have.
But most importantly, we've hopefully sparked your curiosity.
I hope so.
and inspired you to delve deeper into the magic of Ireland.
Me too.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with a final thought.
Okay.
What aspect of Cork or Ireland would you be most excited to experience?
Would it be the historical landmarks, the
Correct.
vibrant music scene,
Ooh, yeah.
the breathtaking landscapes,
So many options.
or perhaps the warmth of the Irish people?
Whatever it may be, we encourage you to keep exploring.
Yes.
Check out the full Love Ireland newsletter, plan a trip, or simply let your imagination wander.
And who knows, maybe someday soon you'll be strolling through the streets of Cork,
Yeah,
sipping a pint in a cozy pub,
I love it.
and creating your own unforgettable Irish adventure.
Until then, Slant,
Cheers to that,
that's cheers in Gaelic.
and thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of Ireland.
You know, as we've been talking about all these amazing things, the history, the landscapes, the food, I keep thinking back to that travel tip about the extension cord and power strip. It's such a simple thing,
Yeah?
but it perfectly illustrates the value of local knowledge.
It really does. It's like
Yeah,
sometimes the most practical advice comes from those who have that lived experience in a place.
exactly.
It's about understanding the nuances
Yeah.
and anticipating those little things that can really enhance your travel experience.
And that's what makes this deep dive into Love Ireland so valuable.
Absolutely.
It's given us insights that we wouldn't get from a typical travel guide.
We've gained an appreciation for Cork's rebellious spirit, its historical significance as a port city, and the importance of finding a pub that truly resonates with your personal preferences.
We've also uncovered the mystery of Irish dating stew
Oh, yes.
and even reimagined it for the modern palate.
We did.
And we've explored the diverse landscapes of County Cork,
It's true.
from charming villages to dramatic coastlines, and even unearthed ancient treasures like that 2,000-year-old fig.
It's been quite a journey.
It's been a whirlwind tour, but I feel like we've only scratched the surface.
Yeah.
What stands out to you as the most memorable part of this deep dive?
You know, for me, it's the reminder that travel is about more than just ticking off landmarks. It's about immersing yourself in a place,
Yeah.
connecting with its history and culture,
Right.
and savoring those unexpected moments of discovery.
I couldn't agree more. And that's the beauty of Love Ireland.
Yeah.
It's not just a newsletter. It's an invitation to experience Ireland through the eyes of a local.
Exactly.
It's a reminder that every place has a story to tell.
It does.
And the best way to hear it is to listen to those who know it best.
I agree.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the heart of Ireland,
Okay.
we want to leave you with a final thought.
All right.
If you could step into the Love Ireland newsletter and experience one thing firsthand,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Would you wander through the bustling English market
Ooh.
in search of local delicacies?
Maybe you'd find yourself perched atop Blarney Castle,
Oh, yeah.
taking in panoramic views of the countryside.
Or perhaps you'd be sipping a pint in a cozy pub,
I love that.
listening to traditional music and engaging in conversation with the locals.
Whatever it may be, we encourage you to keep that image in your mind
Yes.
and let it fuel your wanderlust. And who knows, maybe someday soon you'll be sharing your own stories of adventure and discovery
I hope so.
from the Emerald Isle.
Me too.
Until then, Slaint.
Cheers to that, and thanks for joining us on this deep dive. I